Okay, this time answer comes a bit faster. Nice to see that. Uh, D is alphabet. I'm seeing majority of them going with. Okay, let me give a few more seconds. When it comes to one answer, it's making easy, isn't it? Rather putting the two answers. Two answers makes life tricky. Nice. I'm seeing YouTube also. Um, Chintan gives alphabet D. In YouTube also, I'm seeing D is an alphabet. So majority of them going with the D, or everyone is going with the D. Let's go. Let's give few seconds. First of them answer. Meantime, let's see the question also. During a virtual team meeting with a customer, one team member is talking over others, making inappropriate jokes and eating on camera. Which approach should the project manager take? It looks more straightforward question. Is this a scenario happens only in the virtual, or is this possible even in your co-located work environment? Is the scenario it's only possible only before the camera? Could be in office also. Somebody's not really following the norms. I believe it's possible, right? Possible. Let's keep this question as it is. Now, question to you is which words or sentence I should focus, even though the question looks very small, which one I have to be very careful to watch out? What is the key thing in the question?
Virtual team meeting.
Virtual team. Okay. So virtual team should not take it as an advantage because they are sitting virtual, they can do anything. So this is not an advantage. And which approach should the manager take? All right, good. I'm seeing majority went with the D. Then let me ask this a question. Maybe let me invite someone. Ritu, I see you gave us answer D. Why D looks a good answer for you, if you want to
This
share?
is the general practice we are doing. If someone is
Ah,
doing this kind of behavior, we are doing a personal like a message to him or her.
hmm.
And basically, this meeting is with customers, so we need to be more careful.
Okay. Why not A? We can go for A, right? Ask everyone to turn off the camera. That can solve the problem.
So it depends the requirement. Like we are, if we are working in front of camera, or we are meeting with the customer in front of camera, so it is a requirement. So we cannot
Hmm.
avoid to like face the camera that time, and we cannot say customer that we are like we will meet on off cameras. So I think D is the better option. C may be the option, but manager cannot take control because it will create more difficulty to him. So
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I see your point. I see your point. Which means in A, it's more of not collaborative in the sense
yes,
customer could not see our team members. I
correct.
know.
Basically, most of the time they are like they want the on camera meeting.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see the point. So, what PMI would have expected us in this question? What is expectation here? What area is it? Is it a team management? Uh, if I put a PMI mindset, what area I should cover under red in the books for this area?
So
Should I be prepared for resource management, PMI mindset,
leadership, communication.
communication? Okay. Uh,
discipline and communication.
have we read something called team charter?
Yes,
There is something called team charter. Under that, we have something called ground rules, right? Or
yes,
if I go by PMI ethics, PMI ethics, it talks about responsibility, if you remember. Responsibility, right? And there is one more word called respect. You respect yourself, you respect people around you also, isn't it? Now, by doing this behavior of a team talking over others and making inappropriate jokes, I think we are cutting this ethical behavior, right? And also, we are not getting into the ground rules part.
Yes.
So, if I read in PMI in this area, chances are I may be aligned. So, what is expected from PMI? In this PMI, there is something called defined team ground rules, communicate organizational principles with the teams and external stakeholders, establish an environment that foster adherence to the ground rules, adherence to the ground rules, and manage and rectify ground rule violations, manage and rectify. So this is from PMI mindset, okay? Where the PMI, this is what PMI expect from you. Through this question, what they want to understand from you is, are you aware of this? That's a question. Now, someone can comment like this. Shri, I have also seen like this. People make a light-hearted comment and try to ignore the behavior and continue the meeting. Have anyone seen this is also happening in the market? People make a soft, light joke and then move to next one. They don't want to
Yes.
get into, yeah, they don't want to hurt someone. They don't
Exactly.
want to put into trouble. Have you seen this also happening?
Yeah. Most of the time we are diverting from that joke to the business.
Exactly, exactly. So they will ask, hey, can you please, guys, switch on the camera? And there'll be pin drop silence, and the speaker will make a light-hearted joke and move forward. Have you seen that?
Yes.
And is this fine if a manager does like this in front of a customer? Light-hearted jokes or light-hearted comments and move forward. And ignoring the people behavior like this, eating food in front of the camera, not coming online, not following the terms. Can they do that?
We should not.
You should not, right? But if I do that, people think that manager is a micromanager or a harsh manager. That's also possible.
Yeah.
A bit tricky now, right? If somebody
Yes.
says no, everyone should be in the camera, you behave as a bad manager. If you make a light joke like this and leave it, that also doesn't go bad. Doesn't go bad. So ignoring is not always going to be good. So if I see the answer D, send a private chat message to the team member to turn off the camera while eating. At least by the time, keep the camera off and keep communications relevant. Then follow up with a face-to-face meeting. Look like this is going to be something follow-up, right, on the face-to-face meeting, which means I want to talk to you to understand whether you are you aware of ground rules, are you aware of what should do or not do. I think there's going to be a conversation on this. I saw majority of them going with the D. Is any other thoughts people went to the D? Why you thought D is a good answer? Uh-huh.
B and D are the possibilities, but in B we can go with a B. But in question it is mentioned that the meeting is happening with the customer.
Yeah.
So with the customer, so we cannot ignore or ignore that behavior. I mean, we have to ask the team member that you should follow the rules during when
Yep.
meetings are with
Yep.
customers specifically. So D is the correct answer.
Okay. Okay. Sounds a good one. Let's then go and see the right answer. There it goes. D is the right answer. Now let's see why D is a good answer here. These team members are not self-aware, and the project manager should take immediate action, no excuse, during the meeting to stop the behavior that is creating a conflict and a potential risk with the customer present. This is a high risk. If I don't attend it, chances are it can go in wrong direction. The meeting should be able to resume as intended. Coaching after the meeting, look at here. Coaching after the meeting about appropriate behavior. Reinforce team's norms. Okay. Now, someone can question me, "Shri, should I do this?" I think this is part of team's culture. Or we call something as a retrospective. If you heard about something called retrospective, team has to look at ourselves how to behave better. But again, as a project manager, agile manager, scrum master, agile coach, you have your own norms of asking the team, are you guys aware of it? For which they say that ignoring the behavior is equal to doing nothing. Ignoring is equal to doing nothing. So the disruptive behavior will continue. I see often this is happening. Many managers feel that if I say, people may think bad about me. And in management and leadership, you cannot be a happy person for everyone. Sometimes you have to stop it and tell that things are not going in the right direction. And that should be given to the team, and they should understand the ground rules. Through this question, what PMI is expecting? PMI is expecting, are you aware of team charter? Are you aware of ground rules? Are you strong on your decision making, which means decisiveness? Can you make a decision and take a call and then have a conversation with them and make them to understand why? Because if I choose this answer, I am not a decision maker. Here, I'm trying to at present avoid any conflict by withdraw from the situation and give a light-hearted comment and move forward. By giving a light-hearted comment, I'm thinking that people will realize it. Unfortunately, in the world of management, light-hearted jokes and comment will not go. You have to stop and you have to tell them, guys, that's wrong. And you have to learn from the ground rules. That's an interesting question.